G'day mate, Simon, VA7BIX. Alrighty, today with this beam, we're going to assemble it and we're going to add these Moxons and get it resonant for 20 meters and rock the bands. Here we go guys, woohoo! Alrighty mate, so we're going to have a quick up close look here of these tent poles. I've been getting a lot of emails about them and messages, so thanks guys. Everybody that's commented, thank you so much. So the important thing with these is you must take this anodized surface off here on the end of the outer tube here, on that vertical surrounding wall, and as well here on the outside of the female. And I've even scored a bit off here, off the male bit. So because the main thing is that's your main point of contact of those two connecting. And I've had a couple of issues with the SWR bouncing around mainly on 17 and 20, and that's because you're fully loaded with 20 tent poles, so 10 on each side of the driven element. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to apply some deoxit. I don't have it with me right now, but I'm going to do that anyway. So thanks Mr. Mudd for suggesting that. Mr. Mudd's radio time. And the other thing you want to be consider guys is make sure your elastic band at the end is not too loose and not too tight, because if it's too tight it's going to cut ultimately, or inevitably it's going to cut when you fold them over and over again, right? But you also don't want it so loose that they're bouncing around like that, because there's your connectivity right there. So, I mean, if you wanted to, you could always, on the last 2 or 3 tent poles, put a little bit of tape around it, but I'm not going to bother with that. But it's only 2 or 3 at the end that seem to be the ones that are problematic. So I'm going to give these a bit more of a sand today, and we're going to put them right through their test. We're going to put the Moxon on this, and we're going to get it resonant for 20 meters. So let's assemble this, guys, and get it up on the air or up on the mast and see what happens. All right, here goes. I'm going to walk towards you, Doug. Okay. If you want to stand off to the side or the back. Here we go, the kitty hawk in flight. Look at this. Woo!
Careful it doesn't lift you up over the rocks.
And then I just put this straight into this coupler there, and we are done. Oh, you wait. Mate, you're going to want to build one of these. There you go, look at that.
That's what I thought.
That reflector's awesome. Having this extra stay, guys, has made all the difference. Oh, I know that's resonant. That's somewhere. Woo! All right, Mr. Doug.
That's great. What do you reckon the, from the PVC on up, what do you reckon the whole thing weighs?
Oh,
not much, is it?
Oh, 7 or 8 pounds.
That's not bad.
I don't think it would even weigh that. Seriously, it's really light.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so we've just basically turned it on. SWR is 1.1 to 1.
That's pretty good.
So that's on 17 meters. So now what I'm going to do is hook up the Moxons. So what I've done with these, Doug, I'll give you guys all the measurements for these, but what I've done is I've just used a chopstick. These are basically 6 inches apart, B for back, F for front. So there you go. These little tips, don't lose these. And I just wrap that around that. The good thing about these little tips is they don't have anodization on them, or they're not anodized. So they already conduct.
What is their function?
Their function is to hold. Funny you asked that, Doug.
Well,
there it is. Their function is to hold the elastic band in.
Gotcha.
And I did a little bit of video earlier about the importance of not having the elastic band too loose, to make sure that the poles pull right back in on each other.
Yeah, because they're bouncing sometimes in the wind, aren't they?
That's right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So in effect, for 20 meters, you're using a Moxon rectangle.
Yes, I'm using a Moxon rectangle for 20 meters, exactly. And we should be resonant on 20 meters. Guys, I promise you this is not contrived. Doug, come and have a look at this. Can you see the screen there? Get the glare off it. There's the SWR there. Look at this. SWR 1.1 to 1. Woohoo! See that? And let's go to the top of the band. I like to operate around there. There you go. Look at that, guys. 1.1. Sorry, 1.1 to 1. The SWR is not even showing, and that's with the Moxon. So let's call CQ POTA.
I want a Moxon.
Kilo 7 Papa Echo Tango.
5-9 QSL.
Woohoo for 5-9. This is Scott from Central Oregon, and I just wanted to say hello and thank you for everything you do on the YouTube.
The first time ever, mate. I'm actually running the Moxon on 20 meters, mate, and it's working.
Yes, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm looking at building one of those here soon, so
Woo!
hopefully I'll get a chance to build one.
Scott!
And I hope you have lots of good callers and good DX. Have a great day out there, Simon. Woohoo! Right back at you, and cheers and beers.
Alpha Delta 6, Victor Tango. QSL, thanks to the 5-6. Simon, thanks to the 5-6. You are about 4 and 5 down here in Eastern California.
Whiskey 0, Romeo Tango Alpha, market first. QSL, I got you 5-6 into Kilo 0227. That's 0227 in Colorado. It's Simon, it's always a pleasure, man. Thanks for being out there.
QRZ.
Victor Echo 7, Alpha Juliet Kilo.
Oh, there's Bill! I'm down here with Doug. QRZ. Okay, nerd to nerd. Go ahead, buddy.
Nerd to nerd, woohoo! Kilo Golf 6, November, Lima Whiskey. Second call, Kilo 7, Sierra Papa Romeo, and when you're ready, a second operator, it will be the Kilo Oscar 6 station.
Okay, ready for the Kilo Oscar 6. Go ahead, buddy.
Kilo Oscar 6, Bravo Juliet Lima.
Fine, QRZ.
You're Alpha 3, Alpha Juliet. Thanks for the 5-6, have you 5-7 in Ontario.
Whiskey Bravo 5, Lima, Juliet Oscar.
I'm okay. I'm just going to run behind
Woo!
you.
West Texas, over.
Woohoo! 5-9 on the Moxon, buddy. I've done the 5th band. Can you believe it?
Now, there's some QSB, but you peaked up to 5-9, so it's working good.
Buddy, Victor Alpha 7, Bravo Indy X-Ray, QRZ.
Kilo 0, Sugar Delta.
Sell.
Oh yeah, Roger. I got you 5-5, South Dakota. Little QRM over here, but you're busting through.
And this is Victor Alpha 7, Bravo Indy X-Ray. We're clear.
That's amazing.
How you doing, Darren? Good to meet you,
Hi.
mate. Awesome. Thanks so much for coming out.
Yeah, well, this is really cool.
This is my buddy Doug. He's
Hi, Doug.
he's also another ham.
Hi. So it's a ham radio.
It's ham radio.
Okay, yeah, because we'd like to do a little tour too.
Absolutely.
Just
I'd love to.
So what exactly, in a nutshell, are you doing?
Okay, so
the
what?
ham radio?
Yeah, so essentially, I have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's if you put ham jazz in YouTube, I'll pop up.
Okay.
And I've got about 2,500 subscribers, and one of the things that I love to do is come to these parks, but I also love designing antennas, and this is a bit of a prototype. As a buddy of mine said in a Discord, it looks a bit like the Kitty Hawk, right? You know,
Yeah.
early aviation. But essentially, what this kind of ham radio I'm doing is it's called POTA, and which is an acronym for Parks on the Air. And have you ever heard of geocaching?
Yes.
Okay, so it's like geocaching on steroids for ham radio operators. What's
POTA?
that?
P-O-D-A?
P-O-T-A. So Parks on the Air. That's it. So essentially what happens is this is a dedicated or a designated POTA park.
Yeah.
And this is Victor. I get a lot of super chats and also merch that I sell is going to the Heart Foundation because I have heart disease. So I'm all about trying to give back and get kids involved in it because it's really fun, man. Yeah.
So the reporter will get all that
Okay.
info.
Okay.
So maybe do a couple more. You call people all over the world, right?
I take this one off here, off the driven element. There we go.
Oh, that's how you do it. Oh, how slick is that?
Yeah, and then I don't even need to tie it. What I do is I go back underneath like so, and then I just do a bunch of twists like that, and then I might just do one there like that. RZ.
Victor Alpha 5, Mike Uniform Delta.
Mr. Mudd, how you doing, buddy? I got you 5-9 on the beam, QSL.
Copy that, Simon. I got you 5-9.
Roger, mate. Well, how's that? I just pointed the beam to the east. You're 20 over, mate.
All right, yeah, you gained about 10 dB on that one.
Whoa. QRZ.
November, Charlie. November, Whiskey, November. Good morning, Simon, November Charlie 4 X-ray Lima 5 and 8.
Dom!
58, North
Woo!
Carolina, nice to hear you.
Roger, mate. Okay, now just turn the beam more to you. Is that any better?
Yeah, you're always good no matter which way you turn yourself, okay?
All right, mate. I'll remember that, buddy, and I can't wait to have a McCafe with you one of these days, buddy.
Well, I look forward to it. Nice to hear you so loud and
Woo,
clear.
Dom!
Where is he?
North Carolina.
I'll let you have fun, 73. Catch out.
X-ray QRZ.
With K7KYT.
Yes.
Roger that. I'm in Goodyear, Arizona, and you've already got me coming in at, I've got you coming in at 5'9".
Roger, mate. Well, how's that? Am I 10 over now?
Oh, yeah, you're right next to me.
Whiskey 0, November, Kilowatt America.
Oh my gosh, Simon. You were a 5'3" when I was hearing you on the side of the beam.
Yes.
Pointed at me, you went 5'9" plus, mate.
7 Bravo Indy X-ray QRZ.
Kilo India 5, Oscar Echo X-ray. QSL, you have a beam out there?
QRZ.
Whiskey 6, Papa November, Quebec.
What?
QSL, Whiskey 6,
Oscar.
Papa November, Quebec. I have you to...
How strong's that?
5'9" into Southern California, Los Angeles.
QRZ. QRZ.
Victor Echo 7, Papa Tango, Romeo Bravo.
QRZ.
November 6, Romeo Bravo, Victor.
Ed. QRZ.
Whiskey Bravo 2 and Zulu Alpha Bravo.
Okay. All right, mate. I should be about a 5'9" there. How copy?
Well, you know, I don't know how you were able to see my S-meter from all the way over on the west coast of Canada, but yes, you're exactly 5'9", no preamp, and
QRZ.
Kilo 9er, Oscar Lima Delta. Juliet. Roger, you have 5'9" into Illinois.
Ed.
Juliet.
Okay. It was good. Roger, mate. Well, hang on. I'm just turning the beam around to you. Now I should be 5'10", QSL.
Oh, yeah. It's really, really good. You're the 5'10". Ha ha.
X-ray QRZ.
November 0 Delta Zulu, Quebec.
Roger, there we are. G'day, John. 5'9", buddy, and you're in Minnesota, so I better turn the beam around to the east there. All right, mate, how's that?
Hey, you're a good 10 over here. Very good signal. No matter where you have that thing pointed, you're booming in the Minnesota here. Fantastic.
So, guys, here we are. We've got the Moxon for 20. So, I'll give you these links. The links will be below in the description.
I'll get off the...
And the driven side is longer than the reflector side, but I'll give you those measurements, and it is complete. So here we are. This is absolutely amazing. I'm so happy. So guys, thanks for watching. I'm just going to tear this down. Please hit like and subscribe and all that sort of stuff. And Ham Jazz, we will see you soon. Woohoo!